Hello students, today we are going to discuss the distribution of water bodies and ocean circulations. In previous class, we had already discussed the water cycle. So now let's move to the next topic of class 7 geography chapter 5 water, distribution of water bodies. So we all know that the 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered by water. Water is unevenly distributed, means it is not distributed equally. So only 3% of the water is fresh and 97% of water is saline. So to learn the detailed distribution of water, we had to go through this table. We can see that the percentage of fresh water is quite less than that of a saline water, means a salty water. So salinity is the amount of salt in grams present in 1000 gram of water. So average salinity of ocean is 35 parts per 1000 gram. The Dead Sea in Israel has the highest salinity of 340 grams per liter of water. It is suitable for swimmers to float due to higher density, means swimmers can float in it because the increased salt content makes it dense. So now let us move to the ocean circulations. So the continuous movement of water in oceans is called ocean circulations. So the movement of water can be vertically and horizontal in motions. So the horizontal motions refers to the waves and currents, and the vertical motions refers to the tides. In other words, we can say like this: the movements that occurs in the oceans can be broadly categorized as waves, tides and currents. So let us know about the waves. Rise and fall or up and down of water on the surface of oceans is waves. Means these waves of the oceans are results of blowing wind. So during a storms, the winds blowing at a very high speeds and form a huge waves. So when the speed of wind is high, huge waves are formed, and these waves causes destructions of the shores. These are the natural activities such as the landslides, volcano and earthquakes occurs in the ocean, and this results shifts a large amount of ocean waters to the shore. So the well-known example of this is tsunami. Tsunami is caused by landslides, volcano, earthquakes in ocean floor. Tsunami is a Japanese word which means harbor waves. So as the harbor gets destroyed whenever there is a tsunami. So the largest tsunami ever measured was 150-meter height. So these waves travel at a speed of more than 700 km per hour. The tsunami of 2004 caused a widespread damage in the coastal areas of India. The Indira Point in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands got submerged after the tsunami. Now we will discuss about the tides. Tides are periodic rise and fall of ocean water twice a day. So in other words, the rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called a tide. Tides occurs at certain times in a day because the strong gravitational pull exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth's surface causes the tides. There are two types of tides, spring tides and neap tides. Spring tides occurs when sun, moon and earth are in a straight line. In other words, we can say like this: during the full moon and the new moon days, the sun, the moon and the earth are in the same line and the tides are highest, and these tides are called the spring tides. So during that time, water level is high and it occurs twice in a month, on full moon and on new moon. Neap tides or low tides occurs when the sun, moon and earth at a right angle, so both the sun and moon exerted counter force on each other. So this results in a low tides or the neap tides. High tides is important for navigation and fishing. They rise the water level close to the shores, and this helps the ships to arrive at the harbor more easily, and the rise and fall of the water due to the tides is being used to generate electricity in some places. So now we will discuss about the ocean currents. Oceanic water flows in definite directions. That flow creates a current. So in other words, ocean currents are streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in definite directions is known as ocean currents. There are the two types of ocean currents, warm ocean currents and cold ocean current. Generally, the warm ocean currents originates near the equator and move towards the pole. Gulf Stream is an example of warm ocean currents. Second, cold ocean currents. Cold ocean currents carry water from a poles or a higher latitudes to the tropical or lower latitudes. So it originates near the poles or high latitudes, flow towards the tropics. The Labrador current is an example of cold ocean current. The ocean currents influences the temperature conditions of the areas. Warm current bring about a warm temperatures over the land surface, and the areas where the warm and cold currents meet provide the west facing grounds of the world. So the seas around the Japan and the eastern coast of North America are such examples. The areas where a warm and cold current meets also experiences a foggy weather, making it difficult for navigations. So now chapter 5, geography, is to be completed. In next class we will discuss about next chapter. Thank you.